Alright, what is up guys? My name is BearsCool22 and today I'm bringing you my first ever Madden commentary. Today I'm going to be discussing the running back ratings and the Chicago Bears player ratings that have been released for Madden 18. I know these are kind of old news, but I'm just starting to get into this. Felt like it's something I could talk about, something I could make interesting. So let's start off with the running back ratings, because obviously that's going to cover more than one team, and this is where most people are probably going to want to watch. So for the Madden 18 running back ratings, our top 5 consists of Le'Veon Bell at a 97, David Johnson at a 94, LaShawn McCoy at a 92, DeMarco Murray at a 91, and Ezekiel Elliott at a 90. Now I agree with the first two, Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson. David Johnson could be a little higher. I don't think there's that much of a skill gap between him and Le'Veon. LaShawn McCoy and DeMarco Murray, that's kind of iffy. Very iffy in my opinion. I don't know if I'd put them top 5 or whatever. And Ezekiel Elliott, he had a good rookie season, but let's not forget that he's running behind that Dallas Cowboys offensive line, which is the best line in the league right now. You put any starting caliber running back in this league behind that line, and they're going to be top 5, top 10 in rushing. You know what I mean? I'm not denying that he's a good player. He's explosive, but there's a lot behind what he's doing there. One player I noticed missing from the top 5, and call me biased, is Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard was second in rushing and arguably had a better season than Ezekiel Elliott. Played with a hurt offensive line for the most part. I mean, we had our rookie center Cody Whitehair all year, and Josh Sitton, almost positive, played all year. Maybe missed a game or two. But he didn't really have a fullback blocking for him either. I don't really know how the Cowboys fullback situation's but you know, it's whatever. And he missed the first 3 games, or not missed, but he didn't start until week 4 because, you know, he started out the year 3rd in the running back depth chart, which Zeke was starting all year. So, you know, I thought maybe he'd be top 5 in rushing or in running back ratings, but I guess I can understand, you know, maybe a little lower. Then rounding out the top 7, we have Devonta Freeman at an 89 and Jay Ajayi at an 87, which I feel like Jordan Howard could have fit in there, but you know. And then we have Melvin Gordon at an 87 and Giovanni Bernard at an 86. Now, Giovanni Bernard, no, he's not a top 10 running back in the league. Melvin Gordon, he had a good season. I don't know if I'd put him that high though. LeGarrette Blount, Lamar Miller, C.J. Anderson, and Tevin Coleman are the last 4 players before we get to Jordan Howard, who are tied with Howard and Gurley with an 85 overall. So LeGarrette Blount, pretty good. I mean, he had a great season last year. I'd say an 85 is fair. Lamar Miller and C.J. Anderson are a bit iffy. Definitely wouldn't put them above Jordan Howard. Tevin Coleman, an 85, which means the Falcons will have 2 running backs at over an 80 or at an 85 or over, which that's interesting. You know, the Falcons will have a fun backfield to work with next year. And Jordan Howard at an 85, the league's second leading rusher from last year as a rookie, who didn't play the first 3 games with a hurt offensive line, is an 85. Just because this team went 3-13 and didn't make the playoffs because of all the injuries. Again, we had 20-some injuries at one point, I think. Not all of them are starters, but it's still 20-some injuries. That's big. You know, you have that taken into consideration with the 3-13 record. The Bears could have easily been an 8-18 last year. I'm glad they weren't, because we got Trubisky out of it. Call me crazy, Trubisky's going to be a good quarterback. However, Howard at an 85. That's interesting. You know, definitely would have put him way higher, top 5, top 6. You know, no, it was only his rookie season. That's not going to show what he's going to be in his career, but still. And then we have Todd Gurley again, an 85. Had a decent year last year, way better as a rookie. So 85 is about fair. And then to round out the list here, we have Jonathan Stewart, Jamal Charles, Adrian Peterson, and Matt Forte, all at 84 overall. All aging running backs, Charles, Peterson, and Forte all having a change of scenery in the last 2-3 years. You know, Peterson and Charles, two players I thought would retire with their respective teams. I really thought Peterson would retire Viking and Charles Chief. Then again, I also thought Forte would retire a Bear, and boy was I mistaken. So, you know, the running back ratings are iffy. 13 players should not be above the second leading rusher. You know. But next up, I want to talk about the Madden 17 or Madden 18 Bears ratings. So the Bears is definitely iffy. The top. So they have the top 13 here listed on the first page, or top 12. I'm sorry. And these top 12 I don't agree with, mostly. First of all, Josh Sitton at an 89, not the best player on the Bears at all. Not at all. No, that is wrong, and they had the position wrong too. He's playing right guard this year. They haven't listed it as a left guard. Jarrell Freeman at 88, I'm good with that. Pro Football Focus is #1 linebacker last year, middle linebacker. So, you know, I think he's deserving. We have Zach Miller and Cody Whitehair at 86. I agree with those. That's definite. Again, Jordan Howard, I'm not happy with the 85. He should be about an 88. Pernell McPhee, you know, age, he's kind of fallen off, or kind of declining a little bit, so I understand the 84. Trevathan was hurt most of the year, so an 84 is fair. Hicks had a good season last year, so an 83. I'd give him an 84, maybe. Meredith, definitely an 83. Breakout year last year. I believe it was his second year. Played really well. Prince Amukamara, one of our new free agency signings, an 81. I can live with that. Eddie Goldman, an 81. I can live with that as well. One of my personal favorite players, Adrian Amos, an 80. Again, I think that's fair. We have a lot of players at an 80. Holy shit. Quentin Demps, an 80, another free agency signing. Yeah, I can give him that. Kyle Fuller at an 80. I think that's a little too high. Kyle Fuller has not lived up to his potential. He was a top 20 pick. I don't know if I'd give him an 80 at this point. He was out last year. I think he had 2 concussions and a knee injury. So an 80, I'd put him more at a 78. Lamar Houston, I can't stand this guy. Something I'll never forget. We were playing the Patriots last year, down by about 50. Their backup quarterback was in, and he hurt himself celebrating a sack. Down by 50 on the backup quarterback, he celebrated a sack. You know. And then Kyle Long, most underrated player in the NFL. An 80 overall. This man is an 85, 86, easy, when healthy. I understand he's low because he wasn't healthy. But, you know, it is what it is. Pat O'Donnell, one of my favorite players, to share a birthday with him. Man's got a sick-ass car for a punter. I can't believe he's making that kind of money as a punter. Willie Young at a 79. I can agree with that. Deion Sims at a 78. Alright with that. Victor Cruz, Leonard Floyd, Mitch Trubisky, and Kendall Wright all at a 77. Trubisky, I'm liking the 77. That's perfect for where he's at. Floyd, I feel he had a better year than a 77. Victor Cruz, he's aging. I can understand. Kendall Wright might be hitting his prime, might be just over his prime. You know, that's another thing that's kind of iffy. And then we have Bryce Callahan at a 76. Other notable players, Nick Kwiatkowski, one of my favorite players, at a 75. Adam Shaheen at a 75. Mike Glennon at a 74. Kevin White at a 72. He'll build that up. Freddie Stevenson at a 73. I honestly have no idea who that is. But he's a fullback. I'm assuming he's a rookie, second-year player. Tariq Cohen at a 72. He's going to be great. And, yeah, that's going to about wrap it up for my opinions on the ratings. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm planning on doing a connected franchise and a Ultimate Team Series next year for Madden 18. So, connected franchise, let me know whether I should just do the Bears or you want to see a relocation. And same thing with 2K. Please let me know. So anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm BearSchool22.